running from aging, but this idea of being, including men, being, more health-minded with our skin and our regimen was something that I'm interested in.
He's not just defying age, he's rewriting the entire contract. Think about that for a second. In a world obsessed with the relentless march of time, where every passing year is a battle fought with creams, routines, and quiet resignation, one man seems to have discovered a loophole. Brad Pitt, at 61, doesn't just look good for his age. He looks like he's accessing a different timeline entirely. While the rest of us count years, he seems to be curating an era. This isn't about preservation, it's about evolution. This is the story not of a man fighting to stay young, but of a man who has mastered the art of becoming a better version of himself with every passing decade. And the secret. The secret isn't found in a syringe or a surgeon's scalpel. It's a far more fascinating, complex blueprint. To understand the Pitt paradox, you have to first erase everything you think you know about aging. Forget the tired tropes of slowing metabolisms and fading vitality. We are entering a realm of disciplined artistry, where the body is the canvas and daily life is the brushstroke. It begins not in a gym, but in the mind. The mindset is the foundation upon which everything else is built. This is a man who treats his life as a perpetual project, a work in progress where curiosity is the fuel and stagnation is the only true enemy. He has spoken about it, this deep, insatiable need to understand, to deconstruct, whether it's architecture, sculpture, or the very architecture of his own physical form. The approach is the same. Study the fundamentals, respect the craft, and execute with intention. This intellectual framework is his first and most powerful shield against the decay of complacency. Now, let's talk about the physical temple. The workouts you see speculated about online, the functional training, the bodyweight circuits, the resistance bands, they are not the goal. They are a symptom of the mindset. His routine is notoriously, intelligently pragmatic. It's not about ego lifting or bulking up for a role anymore. That's the game of a younger man. This is about kinetic longevity. It's about maintaining a body that moves with efficiency, power, and grace. The focus has shifted from sheer mass to durable functional strength, to a core that acts as a suit of armor, to mobility that ensures every joint is an oiled hinge, not a rusted bolt. He incorporates movements that mimic life, that train the body as a connected, holistic system. It's the difference between building a statue and engineering a suspension bridge. One is static and for show. The other is designed to withstand tension, to flex and rebound, to handle the unpredictable winds of life. And then there is the fuel. Imagine the most exquisite, handcrafted automobile in the world. Now imagine pouring cheap, dirty, sugar-laden gasoline into its tank. It would sputter, choke, and eventually break down. Brad Pitt treats his body with the same reverence. A master mechanic treats a vintage classic. The nutrition is clean, purposeful, and strategic. This isn't a fad diet. It's a sustained culinary philosophy. Lean proteins to rebuild and repair. A vibrant rainbow of vegetables and fruits, not just for their vitamins, but for their phytonutrients. Those microscopic compounds that fight the invisible fires of inflammation at a cellular level. Healthy fats from avocados, nuts, and olive oil to lubricate the brain and the joints. And hydration. Relentless, obsessive hydration. Water is the river that carries all the nutrients to their destination and flushes out the metabolic debris. He likely views food not as comfort, but as information, every bite sending a directive to his cells, instructing them either to thrive or to decline. But we must venture deeper, beyond the physical, into the biochemical engine room of his being. This is where the true magic happens, in the silent, microscopic war against time. We're talking about advanced recovery protocols that sound like science fiction, but are his daily reality. Cryotherapy, where the body is subjected to sub-zero temperatures, shocking the system into a state of heightened repair, reducing inflammation, and releasing a cascade of endorphins. Infrared saunas, penetrating deep into the tissue to detoxify and stimulate circulation. And the most crucial, most overlooked element of them all, sleep. This is non-negotiable, sacred ground. During deep quality sleep, the body enters its prime anabolic state. Human growth hormone is released, tissue is repaired, memories are consolidated, and the brain washes itself in cerebrospinal fluid, clearing out the metabolic plaques that lead to fog and fatigue. He doesn't just get sleep, he prioritizes it with the ferocity of a military campaign, because he knows that every hour of lost rest is a debt incurred against his future vitality. Yet, to attribute his radiance solely to biology would be a profound mistake. The body listens to the mind, and Pitt has meticulously cultivated a psychological ecosystem that fosters resilience. He has been brutally honest about his journeys through therapy, about confronting his demons, about shadow work. This is not a man running from his past or his pain. He is integrating it. Stress, especially the internal, festering kind, is a corrosive acid. It floods the body with cortisol, a hormone that literally breaks down tissue, impairs cognitive function, and accelerates the aging process from the inside out. By actively engaging in this internal work, by seeking understanding and peace, he is effectively shutting off the primary faucet of internal decay. The calm demeanor, the easy smile that reaches his eyes. These are not just personality traits. They are the outward manifestations of a man who has done the hard, messy work of decluttering his own psyche. This inner peace is the most potent anti-aging cream in the world, and it cannot be bought. It must be earned. His environment is his sanctuary. He is a known creator, a maker. His hands are not idle. He is reportedly involved in designing furniture, sculpting, and immersing himself in the tangible world. This active creation is a form of meditation, a flow state that completely absorbs the mind and silences the nagging voice of anxiety. Furthermore, he curates his social circle with precision. He surrounds himself with thinkers, artists, and creators-people who stimulate his mind and uplift his spirit, not those who drain his energy. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and Pitt's average is set to genius. This constant intellectual and creative stimulation is like fertilizer for the brain, building what scientists call cognitive reserve, making it more resilient to the ravages of time and stress. So, let's assemble the complete picture. It is not one thing, but the powerful, synergistic convergence of all these elements. The unshakable mindset of a curious student. The body moved with purpose and intelligence, fed with precision-honed nutrition. A recovery protocol that borders on the fanatical safeguarding the holy trinity of cellular repair, inflammation control, and hormonal balance. A mind that has been cleaned, examined, and made peace with itself, eliminating the internal stress that ages a person prematurely, and an environment of constant creation and positive stimulation. This is the Pitt blueprint. It is a holistic, self-reinforcing system. The discipline in the gym makes the healthy food choices easier. The quality sleep enhances the mental clarity gained from therapy. The inner peace makes the disciplined life feel not like a deprivation, but a privilege. He is not frozen in time. Look closer. The lines on his face are there, but they are not scars of defeat. They are etchings of experience, of laughter, of thought. The glint in his eye is not the frantic energy of a young man trying to prove himself, but the calm, assured light of a man who knows exactly who he is and is perfectly comfortable in that knowledge. This is the ultimate lesson. The goal is not to look 25 forever. That is a fool's errand, a desperate grasp at a ghost. The goal is to look, and more importantly, to feel like the most vibrant, healthy, and powerful version of yourself at 60. It is to carry your years not as a burden, but as a badge of honor, with the physique, energy, and spirit of a man half your age. He has taken the raw material granted to him by genetics and, through a lifetime of deliberate, intelligent choices, sculpted it into a masterpiece of sustained vitality. He is the walking, talking, impossibly charismatic embodiment of a new possibility that the second half of your life does not have to be a decline, but can be a culmination, a period where wisdom is paired with vigor, where experience is matched with energy. He stands as a silent challenge to every conventional thought we've ever had about getting older. So the next time you see him and that fleeting thought crosses your mind, how is it even possible? Remember, it's not a secret he's keeping. It's a blueprint he's living. And the most shocking, the most jaw-dropping, the most thought-provoking part of it all is that the same principles are available to you. The question is no longer how does Brad Pitt still look this good at 601? The real question, the one that hangs in the air long after the image of him has faded, is this: what kind of masterpiece will you choose to build with the time you have left?